didn't even press charge. I did the rape kit, everything. I didn't press charges on him. I have been trying to let this go and live. Let me do it like this. I'll get a little background. I got attacked in 2015, and I was 20 years old. I'm 27. This nigga has been stalking me ever since then. I wasn't even the one that took him to court. Once again, the state picked that up. The state took him to court. The state took him to court, not me. I didn't even press charge. I did the rape kit, everything. I didn't press charges on him. I have been trying to let this go and live my life because I'm fucking terrified. You feel me? I'm fucking terrified of this man. Salute this nigga. After he attacked me 2 years later, he attacked 2 women a day of fucking park. He attacked the stripper, and then he attacked a whole another woman and drug her in her fucking car down the street. This nigga is dangerous. He stole her phone, and when the police went into his house, they found multiple burner phones. Alleged victim. Multiple burner phones. Multiple. What we doing, man? Mr. King, what's going on? This nigga is dangerous. He attacked sex workers. What he's saying in the case is that I was a sex worker. Me and the other women were sex workers. And even if that one girl was a stripper or that we were sex workers, that does not mean you have the right to sit here. It takes people's autonomy. He was running a fake Uber and a fake taxi, taking people's pussy, like, you feel me, out here, and he's been doing that for years. I do not know why he moved down the street from me, but I feel like it has something to do with the fact of, you feel me, down the street is crazy.
Down the street.
See what's going on?
Yeah.
This is alleged Unbias victim. What are them allegations of about the truth and the depth and everybody talking about?
Mm-hmm.
We did a couple of videos.
Yeah.
Let her talk. Mm-hmm. And Miss Frank is in the building.
What up, gang.
Mm-hmm. My DNA was the one that got him caught. My DNA was the one. My police sketch was the one who got him caught. The other victims ain't. You feel me? And even then, the other victim, he dragged this one lady down the fucking street at the fucking club. It was witnesses outside of the club watching him drag this lady down the fucking street, bro. This nigga's dangerous, bro. To answer a few questions, I don't keep
we knew about that. We heard about that.
I don't keep it with this case. I wholeheartedly mean that. Mm-hmm. Like, my first time even finding out his name was when a private investigator came and asked me in 2018, like, hey, do you know who this person is? Do you know anything about this case that you did? Like, you feel me? Like, that type of thing. I thought that was first thing. It was the same time private investigator got in contact with me with my mother's house, 2019. I was out of town for a fucking funeral. And
he said
I got a call from private investigator. I'm to answer for years. I do not know why he moved down the street from me, but I feel like it has something to do with the fact of, you feel me, my DNA was the one that got him caught. Attack sex workers. What he's saying in the case is that I was a sex worker. Me and the other women were sex workers. And even if that one girl was a stripper or that we were sex workers, that does not mean you have the right to sit here. It takes people's autonomy. He was running a fake Uber and a fake taxi, taking people's pussy, like, you feel me, out here, and he's been doing that for years. I do not know why he moved down the street from me, but I feel like it has something to do with the fact of, you feel me, my DNA was the one that got him caught. My DNA was the one. My police sketch was the one who got him caught. The other victims ain't. You feel me? And even then, the other victim, he dragged this one lady down the fucking street at the fucking club. It was witnesses outside of the club watching him drag this lady down the fucking street, bro. This nigga's dangerous, bro.
What we doing, Mike? What we doing?
I don't keep.
I mean, we obviously got to still wait until the courts do their job, right? All right. So that's inevitable. But I think the main question is what we doing until then? All right, what are we doing until then? I think that's the main question.
With this case, when I say I don't keep it with this case, I wholeheartedly mean that. Like, my first time even finding out his name was when a private investigator came and asked me in 2018, like, hey, do you know who this person is? Do you know anything about this case that you did? Like, you feel me? Like, that type of thing. I thought that was for the state. That wasn't. Same time, private investigator got in contact with me. Went to my mother's house, 2019. I was out of town for a fucking funeral. And I got a call from private investigator. I'm thinking it's something with the state. No, it was for him. After that,
That's confusing. I don't know what she's talking about right there, y'all.
it's been pretty quiet.
A private investigation, a PI pretty much came to her in 2018 on the behalf of him.
He said that. He told us that in his what's the name that he hired a private investigator. That's a point in one of his videos that he hired somebody because he felt like they wasn't doing stuff right. So that was weird. Just trying to like say like, see, my own private investigator discovered this. So his private investigator.
But I thought the private PI, yeah, I remember that,
was to find out the girls were prostitutes or not.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so yeah, his private investigator contact her, asking her questions probably about her life, what she do, like weird.
Yeah,
stuff.
but I thought it was only like the Facebook stuff. But you're right.
Yeah,
he did tell us that.
I know just the little things that I do know is times where like I'll Google his name, like you feel me, and just to see what areas he in, like or like to see if he in jail or see what's going on with the case, and that's it. I need to talk to him again. So I don't know why he gets out of mine. I don't know why he gets out of mine. My own personal, what my mom asked me, like how I feel about that. Like you feel me, like the times that she does ask me, which is very rare. Like even my own friends don't ask me. Like the best of my friends don't even ask me about this shit. Like I really don't. I'm not one of them people that like you feel me, like even still I when I say like I've done my best to move on past this. Like I used to live on the street where I got attacked before. Like you feel me, like I really don't. I'm trying to move past this because it took me to a point in my life where I was just at my lowest, and I damn near when this shit happened, I damn near I really did go to that fucking mental institution off that shit, and it was for like a couple of reasons too, but that was just icing on the cake. You feel me? So it was just like I really have not been trying to say this nigga name. I ain't been trying to talk on this. I ain't been trying to press this. But when this shit happened, this was just too much. This is too much. This is a lie. I don't believe in coincidences. Like this is a lie. All the YouTube videos, all the people like y'all making videos, like they pressing up the information, but y'all don't have to say our fucking names. You don't have to say my name. You don't have to bring my shit up because you don't have to you feel me? Because now and I am gonna say this too about the YouTube videos. Like, I know people gonna report shit. I guess it's like I guess it's like you feel me. Like okay, that's what we do now. Like
how you feel about that, man?
I get what she wants. She wants autonomy because she's not a part of it, and you run into this with like stuff being. There are YouTubers now, and there are blogs, but that's the thing. Versus what the news covers, now we got everybody is covering, and they're not held by anything because freedom of speech and all of that. So people ain't got they're not doing it in a sensitive manner. I don't think they are. They're doing it for in a viewing manner versus that's all she's talking about. Like an actual understanding that
that's my wife shaking the table.
Yeah. Like they're doing it in a way that's definitely not benefiting to benefit anything. Now get the news out, absolutely. Say that if you've been in this situation, you could do a lot of stuff where you do not have to continue to show the documents which say their names. Like that's why we know their names. We know their names,
right?
Because they told us
Karen
their freaking names.
But they found it out of the paperwork though. So
yeah, like I get all of that.
The blogger will be like, we saw your name in the paperwork. She's saying it like why? But why keep saying my name?
Why is of course why for views, for understand, for receipts, because we work like that. So you can't really just say, oh, well,
think about it.
So receipts, for receipts for themselves. But I don't want you to think I'm saying. So I get all of that, but yeah, it's very insensitive, I think, for the victims that are involved in it, because everything's predicated on maybe it didn't happen like this. If you look at it really with the way people are blogging, it's more predicated on maybe he didn't do this, because that's more what everybody doing it on versus what if he did. Would you be diving in if this is and how would you be diving in? Would you be diving in like that, or would you be doing your due diligence, not trying to expose the girls, but trying to expose it's something going on, like you looking for a criminal or something like that. So I do get what she mean though about why put it out there with our name. Like, why with their names? Yeah, that's tough. Like, why with their names? That
Do
part
y'all
don't
think
make
the
sense.
bloggers is being messy by saying their names, or is that part of
My vote is
the
yes.
expose or the exposure of the person of Chris? Is that necessary? Because she don't like it. I think that you should respect whatever the victim want. If you call them a victim, then respect the victim's wishes. Period. If she says she don't like it, then don't say her name.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. If
Or
you said
talk to
her,
them. Like a lot of them didn't even talk to them or try to reach out or try to offer like help or whatever, because that might have helped you too. Like them talk for you if you like reached out to them. Like, no, I just really want to hear your side. I really want to do this because I mean, pretty much what this girl like how like I know they don't know like the way the story's going to break down, but as you see, she said, "Yeah, I went to the mental health institute for that."
and
Well,
some
not and some other
other
stuff,
stuff.
but that definitely did what, and we all know in mental health triggered her. Triggered her. She
Yeah.
lived on the streets and she was abused, and now this triggered her. So yeah, I think it's yeah. You can. There's more stuff than Chris getting exposed at this point.
Yeah, I don't think she's saying defending his part. I think she's saying, hold on, let me make sure. Let me let her finish.
I say this too about the YouTube videos. Like, I know people gonna report shit. I guess it's like some. I guess it's like you feel me. Like, okay, that's what we do now. Like that's some true crime shit. Like or whatever. People do speak about people cases and stuff, but like, okay, like you feel me.
She
Like,
understand the part of the
like,
news
why are y'all
part.
still giving this person a platform? Like, I didn't appreciate all my business getting out there. Like, you feel me? I understand that's his business too. But the fact that, like, y'all sitting here putting the whole case reports, all these women, all these other women's information out here and all this stuff, and y'all sitting here rapping back and forth.
I forgot the one dude that was following the case. He didn't put out her name. Forget his name right now. Dang, I forgot his name. But then of course Better Truth, H&I Adept was following it. That's pretty much the two main dudes. DME Detroit was following it too. So there's 3 bloggers over here that I seen following that case. 4. That's 4 bloggers. You know what I'm saying?
For Kiki and Kakan, you feel me? Like, even the people that's like against him and stuff, yeah, y'all have a good purpose. Okay, shout out to y'all, but at the same time, y'all still explaining because y'all like rapping and chuckling and making jokes and going back and forth with him. This is not no high profile person.
Yeah, she
This
saw
is
the
somebody that
documentary.
is a YouTube motherfucker.
Adept,
Why are y'all
she
even
seen that.
entertaining him? Why are y'all even giving him a platform? Like, that's not cool. And then y'all have to think about our lives too. Like, we're like, yeah, we victims, but these victims are women. We have lives. Everybody has lives going on. We all have things going on. Like, we all have shit going on. We got shit to live for. We all have lives. Like, you feel me? Like, this is our information, our shit too. If y'all gonna sit there and look up the case documents, why not try to sit here and take these women down and tie to them and get this out of the story? You didn't even want to talk about that before you sit here and put somebody information out and y'all going back and forth and then because y'all going
Let's
back and
be
forth
real.
with somebody
Give them
and
bread.
nobody asked.
Let's what else?
Yeah, if
Offer
it's a
them
story
something.
that you want so
You
bad,
want a
then
story,
get the victims.
give them bread. That's what newspapers do. That's what magazines do. Everybody pay for that.
And not to say that they didn't try to reach out to the victims,
Yeah,
because I'm
'cause we
pretty
don't know.
sure that they probably did.
Mhm.
But if you can't just
Go.
without their consent, can't just move forward with saying their names and certain personal information. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Pretty much her name. That's the main one she's talking about. Because I don't think Better Truth put out no addresses, nothing like that.
It's just
But
her name.
it was just her name being said and them laughing and joking about, or just
making
assuming,
bars about
just
them.
making assumptions about what happened. Now they didn't think it was funny. They was actually trying to protect her, but she still don't like the back and forth banter with her name being involved, and I'm not mad about that. Like I can't be mad at her for feeling like that. I wouldn't like it either.
These women, including me, how you feel, or should you even have permission to put our information out here? It was only.
I mean, somebody gonna get the interview with her. she didn't made herself seen, so somebody gonna offer her some money, especially in this community. They'll find her. She would get a nice bag for that exclusive. Yeah.
One person out of all these videos I've seen, like, you feel me, over the years, that ever not put my name out there, not put my information out there and all that stuff, and I respect that person to death, because the rest of y'all, like, you feel me, like, y'all exploit needs to be petty with a person, and then it's like, you feel me, whether he was guilty or innocent, what the fuck, like, what the fuck, like, what the fuck?
She ain't like that.
Why? Like, come on, now what? Why even entertain? I can learn.
Need the answer.
Mm-hmm.
We need the answer.
Yeah.
So, y'all, let me know what y'all think about that. Wifey, talk to me.
Well, I mean, definitely I can't say if they reached out or not. But definitely have to take a little time out for the fact that we can't re-victimize victims. We can't do that. We can't start bringing victims out
It's
and making
obvious
them
Chris is guilty.
I mean, it's just, I mean, the way the world works is like, even one person falsely accusing you is like, how many chances that is?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it happens. I get it.
Yeah.
Niggas in jail that not so year, but how often does that happen? But then for you to be accused, not even accused, it ain't like word of mouth. It's your fluid from your body. And that's just like, it's not normal. Only a person that struggles with this same kind of thing finds it open where maybe she just confused him. That's the only person, because a regular dude know, because he don't got bodies. He don't got people out there waiting to go, you know what, I know. He misused me. He raped me when I was with him. Like, dudes ain't terrified that the girls they been with at any age, let alone 40, may think that I did rape them. That's the thing.
True.
That's the weirdest
a man in that
thing.
situation. There may be like men and men, maybe. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a man might have raped other men when
he was younger.
and
then
feel feels like something like that.
But
I never really heard men being fearful of their life because of a woman. So a man can't really put themselves in them shoes like that, especially if you're not that type of dude.
I might go out and be just regular with them, and they all might come back and say I raped them. Lord, what would the world do if that was the case? So that's not the thing, but that's what you gotta go back and listen to all the stuff Chris put out himself. I wouldn't say go look at nobody's interviews. Go look at his own interviews and hear his response to several women and how he has an excuse for everything and a purpose for everything that is coincidental, but not that I'm raping them. I mean, I understand.
I remember he tried to tell us like they just threw the other cases on him off of one major case. He threw the other ones on him.
Well, that's a lie. We already know that. We know DNA connected them. Nothing else connected them. Like, and that's another thing. These women are not connected. These women themselves. So this is a tough thing.
If they never followed it, how would she know all the small details?
She said she started following it. She said that.
No, I'm saying she like.
She
that don't mean she like it.
Yeah, like it's her case.
Because her case, she knows everything about it anyway.
She said every once in a while she figure out like what they doing.
She don't really care about. I mean, she did say she was mad about the other cases that she heard about, but
of course, because I was like, there you go.
In the paperwork, it's like I don't know if she been to court, but this has been going on for a while, so I'm pretty sure she's been to court. Could be, you know what I'm saying? Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's been going to court. She know the other girls by now, and this like she know about them before. Now, the doc put it all together for her, and she obviously have seen his documentary. Like, yeah, I agree on that part, but she know what's going on. It's her, allegedly. Right?
All allegedly. All of this is allegedly. We don't know. We're just doing likely than not. What's more likely than not to be true.
But even listening to her, she sounds shaky. Right? Now, that shakiness might be like something wrong with her because she said she's been through a lot. Or she's just emotional talking about it, like the shakiness in her voice, like she about to cry or something. Like it's reasons why she sounds shaky like that, but can't get around. She sound like a
Yeah,
little
but I mean,
sketchy.
it's like she not going to sound like as a victim is like Chris, calm. You know what they did? They because I ain't even an aggressive person like that. Weird. That's a weird kind of voice to have. You got people accusing you of rape, dog.
Right,
They
right.
sentenced how many men to life in Rikers over one white lady. Like, where are you
If my
calm?
attacker lived near me, oh yeah, the live near you part is probably why she sound like that the most,
Yeah,
right?
like now
If that's
we
true, if like
like
if that's false, I'm gonna believe that. Of course, why would she just say that, make that up? But if that's not true, then what is that? What does that say?
yeah.
But we gonna just think about that on your own time. But let's say it is true. That's probably why she is shaking
Well,
out.
what I think really happened, and she connected the dots to what he said. See, you got to look at that stuff too. That he was like, "Oh, she left her phone in my car," but when did she leave her phone in the car? Who was the phone in the car person when the cops approached you at your house? Or was that a part of the fact that she hadn't seen you?
That's her. That's her right here.
Like the girl, like when you raped her in 2015, she don't know your name. She ain't seen you.
She didn't even tell us the story though. She didn't even go into
Yeah,
details
she
like
didn't
which
go into
girl is
details,
she.
but the only thing she did say is after whatever happened between them, she went and did a rape kit, just like two other ones.
No, she's the cold case. Phone with stripper fake money. She's the cold case. So the cold case meaning like what?
The
This the one.
oldest one,
The cold case, the one they dropped and brought back up
yeah, maybe,
because of the DNA. Because she said something like that.
yeah. So there might have been like, I mean, it has been 7 years, but it is no statute of limitations on rape, murder, and something else. So that's the CODIS. Like when the new lady, the most recent one.
He got connected to her from when he was arrested. He got connected to her. He was okay, right. So when he got arrested off the new cases, then the DNA popped up about her.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, right.
Yeah,
So
because
she
he
was the
got
first one in
two
the system.
cases.
She was the first one in the system. She said she ain't pressed no charges. The state picked it up because
Uh
he's
huh.
still out here doing
Because
stuff. Right, it makes
his
sense.
DNA hit Codex.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy. And
That's
it's a lot
crazy.
of like coincidence, like her. I don't really believe in coincidence neither, because you know I'm a Christian, so everything happened for a reason. Everything got some.
Intentional purpose
Everything
is
intentional. It
somebody
was
something.
personal. Somebody willfully did something. So
Yeah. And then you can maybe hit me with one, but three, and then we ain't even gonna get into the other unidentified incidents that sound very similar to yours that happened at your mama hospital. We're not even gonna talk about those. And I mean, he had a
yeah, you
joke,
got a
and
perfect.
I would put that on the thing like Dateline, because you remember he had a joke. He said, like, I'm out here being a serial rapist. You remember he said that?
Who, Chris?
Chris Unbias.
No,
Yeah. He said that right when he first got out. Like, niggas think I'm actually out here raping girls. He said it like that. And it was just like the same way Dahmer says it, the same way they also like, I'm actually out here killing people. Yeah, because that's all it is. Like, that's all it is. All it is the difference between you and another person is you decided to take it. That's it. And I get you think it's harmless, and I get you don't value it because we hear you call girls for the words you use for women. You don't like women. Who calls a 13-year-old God? She's hurt. She's abused. She's definitely not. I don't care what she acting like. She might be acting like one, but she can't be one. She don't even know what that means.
Tough situation, y'all.
Yeah.
All battlers, all battlers live in ATL. What you mean? What you mean?
A lot of battlers at ATL, so like we about to a lot of crazy stuff. But yeah, it's a weird. Yeah, that's coming across. It's a weird to the community. But He don't do battle rap no more, do we?
But yeah, who?
Chris, do he do battle rap?
Yeah, he's doing blogs right now.
So I feel her on that. Like,
I
don't know how
pull up. Okay.
Like ban Chris Unbias.
Yeah, this could be verified easy because people live out there, so they could just pull up and see. That's why I said, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yo, what's going on? Big Al Biggs in the building. What's going on, G? I make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. Just confused, man. We've been following this thing since it happened.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to be neutral. We're trying to be neutral. Especially can. You know how I give it up. But it is definitely looking super shaky whenever you see faces. Victim come out, alleged victim come out talking. No. Filling in some of the blanks of the stories, saying pretty much some of the same stuff that you assume. Get a little shaky, so
yeah, because she did give a lot of details.
She wants us to be quiet about it. Don't say her name, so respectfully, that's why I ain't saying her name. You know what I'm saying? She don't want you to say her name, and she wants you to pretty much let the case go ahead, let the courts do its job. That's the stance that I was putting on it anyway. But definitely shaky. Super shaky. What you thinking, Big Al? How you feel about it? Y'all can join the Discord if y'all want. I'm in the Discord. Yeah. Let me see. I think it was another one. I think it was another video, man. Hold on. Let's see.
I wasn't even the one that took trying to let this go and live my life because I'm terrified. You feel me? I'm fucking terrified of this man. This nigga, after he attacked me 2 years later, he attacked 2 women a day of apart.
That part right there, what she said 2 years later.
She trying to say a day apart from each other, but she's...
Yeah, no, that's cool, but she said 2 years later. But it's really 3 years later, right?
Yeah.
She said she didn't know.
I mean, she, like... I don't, like, she not really, like, not, like, she trying to make it seem sooner or whatever, but I wouldn't even load the stuff she's saying that much.
Question, she's shaking.
Like, it's no, like, that's why I say, for us to do that to the victim is absolutely ridiculous. We got to figure out why this nigga got 3 random people accusing him of rape. That's really the thing. Not why the 3 random people thought what they experienced from him was rape, because that's big. That's like, you want to keep asking me why I interpreted my encounter as rape, nigga, because it was rape. Like, what else?
But it does make you feel like her coming out saying that, not denying that she's pretty much a prostitute.
She said, yeah, we use sex workers, not sex workers.
Yeah.
But I think, I mean, like, who was the other guy? The Nightingale? He targeted sex workers. And he used stockings. He targeted women.
No, not everything. Not everything. I'm just saying the way she's saying is shaky.
Yeah.
So whenever one thing is shaky, it don't have to be everything.
You just kind of playing
that
side of people. Whenever
1 or 2 things shaky, you just kind of hard to believe any of it.
Yeah, but that's what Chris is going to use. Like, see, she did this, and I just do want to note that that's more bad for him than good, because in this instance, that's how that works. The Dahmers, the this, they're not shaky when they're talking. They're not. And these mothers kill people, was eating people, raping and marrying people everywhere. And they wasn't shaky when they was talking. So it just kind of can say that Chris probably is like there. If everything comes out, because right now everything's allegedly, if it comes out and it's proven that this is it, since he's out on bail and he said it's whatever, he's saying it's whatever, like they done left it alone. What we kind of more feel is that it's more that they left it alone, because why get 3 if it's 20? We don't want to give him 3 and think that that's everything. We tie it in and we give him the top of this. And then we got other people come. We want to really understand this person we dealing with. Like, how deep does this go? Because when we get that, like, and then if this is something he's been doing.
I'm saying, like if you was in the case, it's hard for me to put myself in her shoes.
But I can.
But you put yourself in her shoes.
Yeah.
If that happened to you and you decided to come out and talk, was this the angle that you're gonna take? Because she's not telling us the story. She's just saying more like, you hear what she's saying.
Yeah,
she don't really like some parts. She likes some parts. He's a creep. Why y'all put light on it?
Yeah,
that type of things. Like, if you came out,
like
why you ain't
where
just tell us
that
the
place
story?
would be coming from. Like I said, that is take off the table. Yeah, we must take that off the table, because if they are sex workers,
no, you.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm putting myself in their shoes, if I am a sex worker, then no, I'm not going to talk about that, because, like I said, we're not here, like, that's not why I'm a sex worker. I'm not a sex worker to be on TV. I'm not a sex worker to be exposed. 9 times out of 10, if a girl's a sex worker, she already ashamed of it. There's very few proud prostitutes out there.
Tell the story like I'm a super victim.
You're not going to be like, oh, I was working. What you going to say? I was working the track. I was doing this. This dude picked me up. I asked, did he want this? I asked, did he want this? And then before he started getting aggressive with me, he started doing this. He started doing this. That's what you do with the police. With people you don't know, people that know you, like she was like, my family know, but they don't even ask me about it. Why? Because it's a part of sex work. She even told you what she was telling you before. It's like, I lived on the streets, which means that 90.99 she got raped before. That's just, and that's the realness that some guys might not get, that I get as a girl, that every woman gets, is that is more likely than anything. She's already been raped before. Somebody already took advantage of her before. So now, no, I'm not going to discuss this. Wasn't going after it like that. I felt away.
So why would she feel? Well, okay, so why would you come out like and try to stop the people that's saying, "Hey, he's a bad guy"?
Because I'm pissed now. Because at the end of the day, in 2015, when this happened to me, I had a rape kit because I'm not like a stranger raped me. I've been terrified of this man, and then I found out this man is a public man. He got fans. He got this. He got what in the freaking world? And then when we're going through our case, he's talking about like I'm
is that
crazy.
A question? Can we wait until the man is guilty?
Can we wait till he's guilty?
That's what I'm saying.
We're not discussing guilt or not guilt. Right, we're not discussing that. We just stuck on the fact of him being. I'm stuck on the fact of him being accused by 3 random people of rape. That's what I'm talking about as a woman.
That's what a lot of people say.
That's my angle.
So whether he gets out or not, people are gonna still say,
yeah, like what's going on?
It's a weird
3 random people. Well, this. If you have a this, then you have a pre-prejudice towards sex workers. You feel like they should be raped. And I don't feel that way. I don't feel like nobody should be raped. If they are sex workers, pay them for what they did. Send them on their way. Right. It ain't tricking if you got it. Wasn't that a song we were singing like, 15 years ago?
Some people feel different. Some people feel like it's part of the game. That's how
taking from prostitute? Maybe it might be taken from prostitute, but the problem that start getting over the line when it stopped being that the prostitute is consensual. And I think that's the line, because now she's not consensual. And now you can't get what you want. Because how many prostitutes gonna do the business before you give them the bread? That's few and far between. In that line of work, do you before the bread? No, that's not how they go. You get the bread first. And every hoe, Miami, go check them out. They'll let you know. Never had a shot. Am I gonna do a job like this and do it first and then pay me later? Put the money on the nightstand. That's a myth. Like, that's not what they doing. You do that with people that charge tons of bucks and the quality you getting. You ain't doing that with no street prostitute. She hiking up her skirt, quick, make my money.
It'd be nice if he will address it for sure.
Who, Chris Unbias? Yeah. Oh, he's going to address it. He's so prideful. He definitely is. He's going to address it, and he's going to pick out every little thing she's saying, see how she sounds, and then he going to really think that since she sounds like she sounds, since she admitted to have mental health issues, that helps him. But that makes him look more like a predator.
Yeah, 3 different women is the craziest part.
3 women that don't have an association with each other.
If that part's true, because I don't really know how that part connect neither. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
they all point him out, but like you said, if the DNA tied all three, then
well,
what
the
are we even
girl,
arguing about if it's
she
DNA?
didn't point him out. The rape victim, she can't point him out. The only thing that the girl that was drunk at the club that he drugged with the thing got is she got drugged. A whole bunch of people at the club helped her out. She got taken to the hospital looking like she did, tattered in this, and then the hospital, like they do, decided to do the stuff on their own, just like with the first girl. She didn't say, "Oh, make sure you catch him." I want no. Do we have your consent to do a rape kit? We believe you've been a victim. Do we have a consent to be a rape kit for a chance to help? And that's all they do. They tell you that because you have to consent to the rape kit. And they the only thing that and they kind of go because they're like, we get if we get the him and Cody's, it's going to maybe we might not catch him, but at least it'll help somebody else. So she really thinking that whole stranger don't know. Maybe he was an Uber driver, got too high, and he never gonna do this again. No, he gonna do it 2 more times. Because what? Y'all drunk prostitutes off Backpage. This has been his narrative the whole time. And this is the oldest narrative in the world. You're drunk, you're crazy, you're this. Who's going to believe you over me? Because I talk like this. And yeah, my mama got tons of money. And yeah, this, which is all an episode of freaking Lifetime, nigga. For you to be the crazy person. It's always the rich kid with so much privilege, don't know what to do with it. And got your mama covering up, but he's so. I want to talk to his exes. I want to talk to people that know him. That's weird too. They're like, yeah, he talking. He the only one defending himself that know him personally. That actually know him, like mom, dad, uncle, anybody. He the only person. Like this been a minute, bro. You've been doing this for a minute, going in and out of jail, and that's the only one. Your sister has not even came on your platform to speak on your behalf. There's skeletons there. That's weird. That's the first thing my family gonna do. They accuse you of child, like they accuse you of something horrible.
Yeah, my wife definitely is gonna come up.
Who's gonna come talk for me first off gate? What are you talking about? No, that's not him. Y'all missing. Y'all acting crazy.
No, that's true.
That's not my husband. Y'all, that's mistaken.
True. Where's girl at? Where's girl?
Where's his people
on his behalf? Like, nah, that's true.
That's weird too. But like I said, this is all allegedly. But this is all the weird stuff that the detectives is looking at right now. And Chris just like, yeah, they just thoughts, they just this, just keep passing it off. And the only thing he weighing on is the fact that these women are uneducated, was intoxicated or under the influence of some drugs when he decided to take them, and they don't know who he is. Like that's the whole thing. But you've been hit 3 times on CODIS in 3 different rape kits. That's tough. Because these 3 women decided to say this just because I didn't pay them. Like, bro, you don't think people live life. Like, you think I don't know a hoe that don't hadn't been paid before. Like, that's what he really thinks. Because that's the only thing you got to think is a hoe that never been paid. That's exactly the first thing they do is call the police. No. If you don't hurt them and you don't do nothing to them, they charge it to the game. They're out there selling their body. They charge it to the whole game. Who do rape kits? People that's been raped. They so pissed they've been raped. That's who do rape kits, bro. Not prostitutes. Bye. Miss me with that. Charge it to the game. And that's the whichever first person she did some verse for, and he didn't pay her. I'm done. And dipped on you. That's when she was like, you know what? I said $60. Give me 40, and you can give me 28. Like whatever. They're not calling the police. That's just not what's happening.
You gotta be careful because if he really lived right up the street from this girl, it's really, really.
Well, she said he's been stalking her.
What she said too. She said he been stalking her. What does that mean?
But see, what that means is kind of like I don't agree with his documentary but where that brother was going with that documentary, which and tying it to the hospital stuff. Now, if he's doing that, then he is targeting. You know what I mean? He did like if what is true in the hospital is true out here, then he targets. He watches you for a minute. He sees that you don't have help. He sees that nobody will be around. He sees that you may be I don't know, that lady sounded like she had a little accent, immigrant, weird to communicate. I just told him no. And he just, no, it's going to be okay. No. So he targets. He's a whole first 48 serial person. If this is true, he is a serial rapist. And that's what you got to wrap your mind around.
What's true?
He's a whole crazy. If it's true, what there's
they saying that. Of course,
but then you got to see how deep. That's what it takes. How deep does this go? Because we got rapes at the hospital. What? Not his mama hospital. Yes. So now I just want everybody to understand. If we was watching Lifetime right now, and rape showed up at mama's hospital, and 3 random rapes showed up over here, where would we be at? Like, you remember them Lifetime movies you used to watch? They used to do the music because this is a Lifetime movie. I bet you it's the this person, maybe it's the guard. Everybody like, nah, it's her son. Who, the president's son? Yes. Because he don't really work there. So when investigations start, they don't even know to look for him. Tough. But those are, like I said, all allegedly.
Should be an open, closed case.
All allegedly, I was supposed to go into law, but I didn't. But all allegedly, it just seemed real weird. I see how Judge Judy do it. And she said, if it's more likely than not, she just not going to believe no crazy stuff just randomly happens. She just, no. That's not how life works. It's just a bunch of random things. Like maybe one, if it was only one person, I would not be having this conversation. It's 3.
Salute to the gang.
Gang.
Better Rappers Life. Appreciate y'all pulling up, seeing our perspective on things. Of course, it's tough situation, man. Definitely gonna wait and see what the courts. No, he in court. He's still going through it, man. I think his next court day is on the 4th or something like that. And they're gonna probably take it to trial. So we'll see.
Let's see.
Pray for Shorty. Definitely pray for Shorty. Yeah. Prayers up for her and her family. Prayers up for him too. Better up, it's like we see everything. Staying at A game, man. Thank you, baby.
Could you hear me here loud? Oh, you took the headphones out.